Greetings guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. I had to get you guys outside to get some vitamin D, even if it's only via your screens. I know that so many in the country right now are snowed under without power, without electricity. Please send warm and loving thoughts their way, empaths and light workers who are joining me here today. I was called out here to do the thing that we need to do, which is ground and to get out by the lake. And there are so many people out. It's a gorgeous day here for anybody that needs to borrow the sunshine, 86 degrees and balmy and breezy and ideal. And I just wanted to share a message with you guys today. For those of you that are new here, I'm a professional intuitive empath, and we're going to take a look at Divine Feminine. What self-love do you need to give to your own soul in order to be healthy and thrive as you move forward over the next couple of months? We just had Valentine's Day and all of the hoopla surrounding it. Whether you had a Valentine to share that light and energy with or not, I wanted to come and chat with you today about how you can enhance your own self, what your angels and ancestors have for you. So we're going to get a different view and angle, and we're going to get into a reading here. Let's see if I can get this situated. Let's see here. Pardon me guys for backwards skill set here. Okay, can you guys see me? I'm having such a hard time. Okay, I think you can. I'm going to trust that you can. Alright, my loves. Let's get into a reading today. Super up close and personal. Let's get Mr. Starbucks out of the way. Starting out with the sun and the loving woman. Just as we're taking a look at the bottom of the deck, I'm hoping you can see this because I cannot see you. The sun and the loving woman. So we'll leave these two out because they seem to be of great import. Ooh, Divine Feminine. Some of us are going into Divine Union here. Some of us are going into Divine Union. All right, let's take a look and see what's coming up. What are some of the themes that we're going to be working with? If that's too loud, guys, I apologize to earphone users as I'm on the metal table. I did bring a little thing to help absorb some of that noise, but you just never know what's going to happen. Pardon me as I'm talking through my mask as well. Hope everybody has their mask on. All right, what are we leaving behind? Victim mentality. What are we moving into? A place of courage. Clarify a feeling. Clarify an outcome. All right. So going from this victim mentality and decrease into a feeling or a place of feeling empowered, of feeling seen, of feeling loved. Let's take a look here. These cards do fly away, so I'm going to try to keep everything on the table. What angels do I need to know for Divine Feminine? Oh, I knew that devil wanted to pop out. It was in the other deck. But did you see how that popped out? I hope that was on camera. Looking over my yesterdays and all the love it used to give but didn't give. Some of you guys have lost your passion here. So what we're dealing with is Sagittarian energy, Sagittarian energy with the card of the Temperance. But, I can tell we're going to go flying. But what we're also dealing with is devil energy regarding lower vibrational relationships that may no longer have served a purpose. We are in Mercury retrograde still, and so that means that some of you guys are still contemplating the energy of a past relationship. If you're wondering why it's come back up now because this is what retrogrades are here for. They really cause us to slow down. That's what's being asked of us whenever we're dealing with a retrograde situation, is to take a look at our life and do a little back play, but also to slow down. So there may be some things that you need to finally extract and pull from this situation, finally, to put it to bed once and for all. The beautiful thing that I love to see here, Divine Feminines, is that you've completely lost your passion. While you may be seeing this card right side up, because I don't know how this camera angle is, I am seeing it upside down. Ace of Wands, which is about passionate connections, fiery energy. It's phallic as well, so we're talking about sexual connections. And this is for the past specifically. We're not talking about your present or future situations. This is about you no longer feeling for the past any kind of fire, not even deep anger, which is also a passionate energy. And we know, as we say, there's a thin line between love and hate, but the perfect blend after any kind of heartbreak or past relationship that may have left some scars is apathy. It's not to have any feeling about the thing at all. We're seeing a tower moment that came in here, and I'm just, the cards as they flipped, I don't know that I'm running the deck, but I feel like there's a couple more, and this was scorpionic energy, about really releasing the past. Whenever this comes in, we're 100% moving away from what was once very comfortable and very familiar to us. I'm going to tighten up the cards here because we do have winds here. Queen of Pentacles stepping into your full empath self. We're working into a place of increased abundance. One of the things that comes up here is your courage and your abundance. I love how these are mirroring each other. If you can see these two cards, the Queen of Pentacles and energy, you have a lot of energy, and you had a lot of entities trying to rob you of your energy. Shout out to Drake. I might connect the song below, energy. And I actually feel like I'm downloading that right now. Energy, got a lot of energy, got a lot of haters trying to rob me of my energy. Yeah. That's something that some of you guys may need to listen to today in music theory and music therapy, okay? But what I'm seeing here is the Queen of Pentacles and the courage. This verdant, lush green foliage is all about heart chakra. This is about healing. This is about Archangel Raphael, who has come in and is healing you of broken energy. But here's the beautiful thing. It's no coincidence that we're out amongst this lush and verdant landscape here that I am amongst, with palmettos and palm trees and weeping willows and oaks. It's absolutely gorgeous on the lakefront. And what I will tell you is that that's the energy that we are in right now, Divine Feminine. A lot of us are in a place of remembered healing. It's so interesting when you go through any kind of healing, necessary healing or heartbreak, even if it's the loss of a loved one in any capacity, from this earth, from our lives in a romantic and fashion, or even if it's just a friend, there is a place where we almost pretend to heal, right? And what they're asking me to speak to you guys about is like the acknowledgement that you're moving from the place where you had to pretend that you were healing to the place where you're actually feeling whole and happy again. I love this green for you guys. Next thing that came out was the Ace of Cups, and this is about having all of the love in the world. If you guys can see this is about an abundance of love. What I love about this card specifically is we're dealing with our hearts that are now being recharged up. Again, Drake is coming in. I'm charged up. And now we're recharged up. He was talking about anger. I'm talking about a download and a power and an imbuing of power from the universe, because we have really actually done our work, and because we're getting ready to send out love. The thing about this is this card, I don't know again if it's right side up. I'll turn it sideways. I think that's a compromise for all. This card has this tail here. So this love has yet to be directed, but is waiting on orders from the universe, and it is beginning to form something here where it can move into the future. Having a little wind issues. Let me zip up these cards over here, since we've already got some of those out, so that way they stay put and they behave themselves. So the Ace of Cups is an abundance of love. Aces are also wishes granted. So the next thing that you've been wishing for yourself in a love relationship or love situation now has the ability to come to you. Or if it's just about self-love and self-care, when my angel said go outside and take some steps today because it's just gorgeous, I listened because it's just gorgeous. That's self-love and self-care. A few minutes away from the kiddos, if you guys are in quarantine and some of you guys are still teachers from home, that's self-love and self-care. Even if you're sitting in the bathroom an extra 10 minutes, if you can get away that long. A few minutes away, decompressing and reading a great book. That's self-love and self-care. So that's what's going to be happening The next thing that comes up here is a Nine of Cups, and I see this as wish fulfillment, but also the end of selfish situations is what I'm hearing as well, or people that are selfish, okay, or anybody that's dealing with addictions. This is a call out for you too. A lot of you guys are putting down some of your own vices and addictions. A lot of you guys are walking away from things that were incredibly familiar and comfortable to you because you know that you need to have a healthier lifestyle. Yeah, things are coming to an end. And you know what's coming to an end specifically with these two cards popping out is grief. We have an end of sadness. I'm going to hold it both sides and all sides because I don't know which way you're going to see this. We have an end of sadness. We have an end of revisiting a situation. We have the end. The world is a graduation. It's an ending and it's a graduation. It is something is ending and something begins. It is the vibration of three. Three is the vibration of ascended masters who are coming in to help you, to move you, and some to congratulate you. With the Five of Cups, I love this because five always means change, okay? Five is always about things that are changing with us, Divine Feminine. The Death card comes out next. This is scorpionic transformation, death and rebirth. Some of us are in a place of absolute transformation where we're moving into the next levels of our life, and this was absolutely positively necessary, even in its state where it didn't feel so good. You were being guided divinely, and here's how I know, because the Magician is next. And what this is when we are doing both of this, we are becoming the alchemist. Abracadabra, voila, magic. That's what we're doing, and that's what you have done, Divine Feminine. I love the energy of this card. With the Magician, we're starting at one. Not at the Fool, not at a naivete. We are having an understanding of our power. See, a magician does not do a show without understanding the mechanisms of the tricks and illusions that he is doing. And if one of the tricks and illusions is co-creating with the universe, this card with the Death and Rebirth card assures you that you have gathered the knowledge. That plane flying over, what's incoming for you, Divine Feminine, the crows that are squawking behind me. Listen to your spiritual selves, your higher selves. What is incoming for you? What's incoming is a fresh download of your abilities, a power up, that charged up, that level up. What's incoming for you is the ability to manifest quickly, the ability to co-create, the ability to spin gold thread out of hay. You are both Rumpelstiltskin and Rapunzel. You have freed yourself, Divine Feminine. Not only have you freed yourself, but you have turned whatever situation you've come out of into gold. Voila. Magic. I'm going to pull two more cards here. Slide these back in. The wind is picking up. The wind is picking up. Angels, what else do we need to know to finish off this reading? This quick little chat with Divine Feminine today. What else do we need to know? Oh, you see how they wanted me to know about that? What you know about that? I know all about that. I hope you guys can see this. The Lovers. The Lovers. Oh, and what's underneath there? Pardon? An Emperor? I'll flip it because I don't know, again, which way you're looking. The Lovers and the Emperor. Look at this passion. Wait a minute, Jesus. Oh, wait a second. The reading is reading itself. I'm just pulling cards. Let's talk about it. Wow. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's talk about it. Let me hide out the cards since we won't be using them for a second. Put a little weight on them. My sweet, sweet Divine Feminines. Whew. This one gave me a bit of a heart rush. Let's talk about what just happened here. First, we have the Lovers, for those of you to see. The Lovers is the sixth vibration, which is about equal give and take. And so what your angels are asking you to do is to know that some of you guys are coming into union. I'm not talking about a hypothetical union, a union in your soul, a union in your brain, an imaginary union. I'm talking about physical, sexual connections. And I love that for you because I think that it's an antidepressant. And who couldn't use some more of that in our current circumstances? Good sex, healthy sex, so important. With this red here, we're dealing with grounding energy. You're allowed to have this kind of emotional and physical. See, in the past, a lot of you guys have just had physical connections. This is emotional. This is being fulfilled. This is leaving an encounter with a lover or a partner. You hear the birds agreeing? Yes, we know. They've heard it too. It's coming in the wind. This is being in agreement with a partner. When you're really in love with someone and you really connect with them, the heights that you're able to achieve sexually are different. We talk about our divine feminine journey, our light worker and empath journey, and we talk often about the sacrifices that are made. When you link up with someone who is healed and whole and willing to do the work with you, you have this brilliant synergy. Abracadabra, voila, magic. But it's with two. You both are exchanging the same way in your karmic or toxic relationships you may have exchanged negative energies, or some of you guys have witnessed the karmic in the past with whoever you were dealing with, whether it was your karmic soulmate and they went to another one. They became a merge and a synergy of each other, but it was in the most negative ways, right? Now you have the opportunity to be with a partner who is whole, who is healed, who loves themselves, and you're loving yourself. And what happens when you mix up all that good energy? We now have a power couple status. Everybody sees it on TV and wants to aspire to it, but they don't know the work and the pain and the struggle that goes into it. The good news is, Divine Feminine, as I hold this card here before you, hopefully you can see it, what you're coming into is a place where both of you know who you are, and you don't just strive to be it, you are it. Both of you individually are it. Both of you individually are hot shit. And that means that when you stir that up together, we have a cook up, a kalaloo, a pepper pot of information that exchanges, elevating each other, each of you with your individual skill sets, passing the ball to one another, passing the baton back and forth, taking the torch when somebody gets tired. You have a partner coming in, Divine Feminine. Now, because sex is my ministry, to get all of you guys having healthy sexual relationships with yourself and with your partners, and that begins with self-care. But what I'm telling you here, it's the sex is crazy when you have that kind of energy. Some of you guys, get ready, you've never had it before, because what you're getting is someone, some of you guys are seeking a balanced divine masculine, maybe men here are seeking a balanced divine feminine, but you're dealing with a boss. Someone in their private jet flying over, awfully low, they found. You're dealing with a boss. I'm hearing your gross. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. I love the energy of it. It's real heavy. I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. Some of you are coming into union with some of the biggest bosses that you've seen thus far. They handle all things in their life, from their family to their own personal self, to being able to love you too. They're the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. That's sexy. You know, our idea of sex changes. I was chatting with a friend recently about all the craziness of the twin flame journey in our 20s, and the things that we used to be attracted to when we were low vibe and immature and didn't know better. But now that we know better, amen, we do better. We find better, we attract better, we are better, and the biggest boss that you've seen so far is in fact better. What I love is a story that was told next with surrender, and this is judgment, but it's calling foul on something in order to get to this status. Some of us released a lot of things. I know I did, but what I will tell you, Divine Feminine, is your angels are congratulating you because you surrendered. I'm hearing that song, all to Jesus I surrender, all to Him I give my all. It is not about who you say you're surrendering it to. It's that you let go of dead weight so that you could be free, so that you could move into this space, so that you could find yourself first. And then for those of you that are lucky, He. And if it's not this, then what you found was your fortitude, as this is the card of Aries, your passion. If you're not in a relationship and you're not wanting it, you found your career, you found a business, you manifested insemination on your own. For some of you, I hear, you balanced your divine feminine and masculine and became the ultimate co-creator. Voila, divine feminine magic. Moving on, they said, no longer do you have to be this, the Queen of Swords. This is upside down as I'm reading it, and what I want you to understand about the Queen of Swords is she becomes a complete and utter bitch. because she has been tried over and over. She's received the Ten of Swords right before this, which is the ultimate stab in the back. And in order for her to move forward, she has to get away from that. You have to put down the bitterness and the anger and all that stuff. Man, when you have sweet love in your life, who gives an F about all the past strife? It like melts it away. It's like, who is the person? Who cares? When you love somebody, they're the only ones there. You know? It's beautiful. Some of you guys are coming into that, and I know that because we have the Six of Wands here. And the Queen of Swords is icy, non-communicative. She cuts things off. She's lethal. She's become a warrior because people tried her while she was gardening. Amen? You've heard me say it before. It is better to be a warrior in the garden than a gardener in the war. She had to let you know that that wasn't just a hoe in her hand, that was a spear, and she showed you what it was for. Amen? Yeah, but that's okay. We're putting that away, because when you have good love with someone who is healthy and balanced and equally giving and taking with you, you keep your sword, put it away, sheath it in the closet for a rainy day, or a day when maybe you two go into battle together with your backs against each other, instead of being adversarial to one another as you were in your karmic soulmate relationships. You're not in competition with this person, because they don't compete, because they lead, because they take control, and they also know how to yield it to their divine feminine or their divine masculine, so that both of them can come into union and not be in competition. All right? Finally, this Six of Wands is so beautiful because what it deals with is Leo energy, or specifically fire sign energy. So this is about passion again. The same passion that we see here with the root chakra, passionate sexual energy, hints of the sacral chakra swirled in with the orange, which is our sexual energy, Kundalini rising, this phallic symbol again, one single wand, but it's Six of Wands here. So what she is saying is she is successful. This stance that you see her in here is a stance that is done whenever we have success. You see runners do it, you see primates do it. Any mammal that processes and has limbs to do it, automatically and in a spurt of adrenaline puts their hands up when they've had success. It is a primal conquering of a thing. It is how we celebrate universally. It is understood universally. It is a death symbol as well. It is understood. This means I did it. I won. I have made it across a finish line. Divine Feminine, so many of you have made it across finish lines. That Six of Wands burns brightly for you. Passion ignites thusly for you. You did it on your own, but now get to come into union and into legacy and into happiness. There are same-sex couples aspected here as well with the rainbow, but this is actually a two women here. But what I will tell you, so for my LGBTQIA that are visiting, absolutely no, you're always welcome here. It's all inclusive. But what I will tell you is, for some of you it is that, for some of you it's coming into friendship, for some of you it's coming into deeper, more sexual relationship, for some of you gender and all of that doesn't matter, meaning if you are a divine feminine wanting to come into union with the divine masculine that is cisgendered and all of that stuff, you are having what your wish is. Remember, the magician was here. Voila. Magic. We put it away because it was about to blow. Here is the magician over here. I'll take it back out. So I just want you to know, what a gorgeous spread for you on such an incredible day, and not one card flew away. That's only God and my angels. Thank you so much. Shout out to y'all. And come back, Divine Feminine, because there's so much more to talk about. But over the next few months, this is what you guys are going to be working on, and this is the energy that is going to be happening around you. Whether it's with a business, again, child, baby, whatever you're nurturing, you're about to get it, and get it more abundantly, get it more creatively, get it more divinely. You're moving into a place where the universe has heard your cries, your pleas, and it's observed your work, and it's just saying congratulations. I feel the relief for you guys. I am happy for you. I'm happy. I'm just happy. And I'm so happy that you came and joined me. Come back and join me next time, and we'll continue to take in lakeside views, talk about all of the good news. Amen. Finally, it's been long overdue, right? And we will continue to evolve together.